Okay, we are going to be solving this triangle where I'm given two angles and an included side. So this is an angle side angle example. The first thing I'm going to do is label my triangle. I'm going to label this angle A, B is going to be here, and C, and we'll label the corresponding sides. Okay, so I have everything labeled. Let me go back to my formula real quick. Notice that my law of sines, I have all three ratios listed out, but you can only use two ratios at a time. So I'm going to be using these two to start with, and then I'm going to come back and use this first one with the A's and then with the C's. Okay, my first step is going to be to find the measure of angle A because that's fairly easy. I know the angles of a triangle add up to be 180. So if I take 180 minus 53 minus 67, then I will get the measure of angle A. And that's going to be 60 degrees. So I'll go ahead and label this up here as 60. Okay, now I'm going to set up my first proportion. And I just have to fill in what I know. And once you get here, it's just a matter of simple algebra manipulation. B is going to equal 11 times sine 67 degrees divided by sine 60 degrees. Now all of the angles that we're going to be working with are going to be in degrees, so be sure your calculator is in degree mode. So B is approximately 11.7. Okay, now I've got my other proportion set up so I could find the length of side C. And notice that I'm using the sine of 53 degrees because that's angle C. And again, once you get right here, it's just simple algebra manipulation. And you can put that in your calculator, and you're going to get C to be approximately 10.1. Okay, on this problem, you can see I have angle, angle, side. And my first step is going to be to find the measure of angle B. And I do that by taking 180 minus 110 and minus 31. So angle B is going to measure 39 degrees. So I have all three angles. Now I need to set up my ratios and find the length of side B and side C. Okay, here's my proportion that I'm going to use to solve for side B. So I'm going to fill in the information that I know. Once you solve the proportion, we get B to be approximately 26.9. Now we're going to set up a second proportion to solve for C. All right, and when we solve here, we get C to be approximately 8.9. Okay, I want to point out again that this is always going to be your first step to find the measure of that third angle. Once you do that, then you can easily set up your two proportions and solve for your missing sides.